You guys remember on Monday when I said this? I'm looking forward to hearing about games such as Scarlet Nexus, maybe even games like Tales of Arise. And then there's also this really divisive game known as Persona 6. Yes, I know that my speculation was pretty off, but hey, speculating for big events like this, especially when they're console reveals, can definitely be a lot of fun. But hey guys, my name is Vytera. Welcome back to the channel. Today on Thursday, June 11 at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Sony finally revealed their PlayStation 5 alongside the games that we can expect with the console. Now, I do need to throw out there that I don't think that this was a perfect presentation, and I'm sure that all of us can agree on that. For one, I don't know why they started out with GTA 5 when, even though it is a beloved title, this was a game that was released both on the PS3 and the PS4. I get that it's cool seeing it remastered yet again, but starting out with that I don't understand. And then another thing is that I don't know why they didn't include the price tag. I mean, they did reveal that there are going to be two versions of the PS5. One that will allow you to play both physical and digital games, and one that will only allow you to play digital. But regardless of these nitpicks of mine, in the end, I still believe that Sony delivered exactly what it was that they were going to deliver, and that they did so gracefully. Here's why. If you guys jump back to Sony's official announcement on the Future of Gaming presentation, you'll see that from the very beginning, Sony wanted this to be focused primarily on the games that will be released on the console. The blog entry reads, "The games coming to the PS5 represent the best in the industry from innovative studios that span the globe. Studios both larger and smaller, those newer and those more established, all have been hard at work developing games that will showcase the potential of the hardware." So with that, we can really see that Sony did meet the goals that they set out for themselves through this blog post. For one, if we're talking about games and the variety of games, Sony really delivered on the variety. I feel like for any gamer who is watching the presentation, they're sure to find something that they would become excited about by watching this presentation. And then second of all, they did show off the hardware's potential. Now, I know that a lot of people were complaining that they didn't talk about the details when it comes to specs. They didn't really go into the nitty-gritty, if you will, when it comes to what exactly is put into this PS5. But really, they have talked a little bit about the specs in previous presentations, and really this was meant to demonstrate the hardware's potential through gameplay, and that's exactly what Sony did. For example, let's go ahead and take a look at one of the games that they decided to open with, Gran Turismo. Now, I need to say that I think that it was a really smart decision for Sony to open with this game. For one, it is going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, but not only that, I believe that it really did showcase the potential in the PS5 hardware, because just look at this gameplay. Yes, they did show off gameplay, and it looks fantastic. You can really see the graphical details in the tracks, in the car, just how fluid everything looks, and how lifelike everything looks. I really feel like this demonstration of what a realistic game can look like on the PS5 was really a smart decision on Sony's part. The game that followed Gran Turismo's Ratchet & Clank. Now, just like with Gran Turismo, I do believe that it was a smart decision on Sony's part to open with this title, mainly because, again, it's an exclusive, but also because it's an IP that many people have come to adore ever since the PS2 days. I need to say that I never got into Ratchet & Clank, but I'm still really happy for fans of the series. Speaking on the hardware demonstration side of things, you see that Ratchet & Clank did something similar to what Gran Turismo did in graphical presentation. But while Gran Turismo focused more on realism, you see that Ratchet & Clank focused on what an animated title can look like on the console. Guys, it really looked like a Pixar or a DreamWorks movie. I was really impressed by what I saw. You had the bright and vivid settings, you had the really fluid gameplay, and even things such as seeing how many particles could be rendered live during actual gameplay. Even things like that really impressed me. But when it comes to hardware demonstrations, I think the thing that really caught my attention was the zero load time when jumping between locations. You see Ratchet and Clank teleporting from place to place, and really there was zero load time between locations. And this was something that Sony has been talking about ever since they officially announced that the PS5 was in development, but the load times really look to be minuscule and nearly non-existent. So even though, yes, I do fall in the camp of people that would have liked to see more details on the specs of the PS5, I think that they did a fantastic job demonstrating the hardware potential with the gameplay alone. So in conclusion, I wanted to return to a quote given by Herman Hulst of Worldwide Presentation given during the presentation.
Making games used to be about these constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations. With PS5, We're not going to be burdened like that. We're going to be able to realize our artistic vision a lot better.
I think that this PlayStation 5 Future of Gaming presentation really demonstrated how this is becoming a reality for both developers and gamers alike. For example, I got into gaming with the Nintendo 64 if you guys didn't know, and even though games such as Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time really set new standards for the gaming industry at the time, they didn't have access to the same hardware that current developers do to help them really express their full vision. And with the PS5, I believe that these developers will really be able to create these worlds that they will transport us into. I really believe that the storytelling on not just the PS5, but even on the new Xbox Series X coming out, I believe that on these new next-gen consoles, that storytelling and game presentation will really be brought to a whole new level. I'm definitely excited for next gen, and I feel like you guys should be too. So what did you think about the PS5 reveal event, guys? Were you guys excited? Were you guys disappointed in the end? I want to know your thoughts down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate that you guys took the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that big like button, as it really does help support this small but growing channel. And if you'd like to receive notifications as to when new videos go live on the channel next, be sure to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button as well as the bell button. I'll see you guys on the next video here on Vytera, but until then, you guys take care. Bye!